Well, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our first guest, my two sons. The first from New York City, a graduate of East Lake North, and working on his master's. He'll graduate, I think it's May 10th. We're making our arrangements now. From the School of Visual Arts in New York City. He was one of 24 students to be accepted into the school of 550 applicants. Welcome, John Malta, Mondays with Malta. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
We're doing great. First and foremost, we're glad to have you home for Christmas, but it's got to be exciting here. Got to see a couple of your friends and to be on the show tonight to talk about your school, your career, and what's going to be happening in the next, I say, next 3 or 4 years for you.
Yeah.
John, first and foremost, you know, when you walk into your school in New York City, it's incredible enough, but the whole one wall, there's only 24 students, there might be 23 now, because the whole one wall is all John Malta's paintings, and it's just overwhelming. And do you still just pause a second and say, my God, that's all my work?
Yeah, definitely.
John, let's go back a couple of years, maybe even before that. What gave you the idea of, gosh, I think I want to be an artist? What gave you that penchant to want to really go throw both feet and body into being an artist?
Well, I mean, I always was drawing as a kid. Even when I was younger, Mom always encouraged me to do that. So she always would read to me and stuff. So just because I love drawing. And
that propelled into just a passion for me.
Yeah.
Now you have a website. People can go on your website, right? Mm-hmm. And what it is
it's jmalta.com.
And they can pick out your paintings and buy your paintings.
Yeah.
Was it PayPal?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's talk a little bit about your school. What's a school day like for John Malta?
We don't really have classes. We just kind of show up and show what we've been working on, and then go back to our studios and paint and draw. And we've been working on video games for the iPad and for the Kindle and things like that.
Well, don't really go to class or have classes. Why does it cost us so much money? But the thought there is you guys know what you're doing. So you just get more of a structure, and then you go and run with it from there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we come in and talk to our professors who are all working artists. That you met some of them.
Right.
And I mean, that's kind of what we're paying for, is like to be around those people.
And getting their knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, you've been fortunate. In fact, you talked about your iPad. We'll get back to that. But fortunate enough to do 2 political cartoons for the New York Times. Mm-hmm. And there could be more in the horizon. When you got that email, it just overwhelmed you.
Yeah, definitely. I never thought that I would have anything in the New York Times ever.
And it's the #1 newspaper in the world.
Yeah.
It's over 3 million sold daily. And then once you got the first one, to get a second one.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
That just broadens your horizon.
Definitely.
And helps your resume.
Mm-hmm.
All right, John, you're working on a game for, is it Apple? Or is it the iPhone?
For anything. iPhone,
iPod. And when will that be released?
In the summer sometime. I'm not sure when. Whenever I finish it. Because there's like a lot of stuff that goes into making it. So. And
you do it from ground level all the way to the finished product?
Like the programming and then the art. The art's what I'm working on now.
You sketch it first and then put it on the computer, or do everything on a computer?
Yeah. It's sketched first and then put into like a program that kind of helps you make things faster for making video games, for things like that.
And people will be able to download that onto their phone?
Yeah, through iTunes.
Through iTunes?
Well, yeah, through the iTunes store.
In fact, if you're out listening tonight, you can actually download this program live, as Charlie does every single Monday night on iTunes on www.wlw.com. So thanks for bringing that up. John, that's so exciting, and again, there'll be a small cost, and with that cost,
It'll probably be like 99 cents.
99 cents, and you'll be able to get part of the portion of that, right?
Yeah, I'll get all of it.
You'll get all of it.
Yeah, you pay to put it.
So make sure you tell all your friends, right?
I will, especially the kids. Middle school kids. I mean, that's all they do practically. I mean, it's a new area for me. I'm not that knowledgeable about it. But the thing that intrigues me, John, is how does it begin? I mean, do you just get an idea? I mean, there's thousands of games out there. You could copy one, make it very similar, but you obviously want to come up with something that the kids haven't seen before that they're interested in.
Yeah.
Does it just start, I guess, with an idea about something?
Yeah, and then you kind of draw out and storyboard what it would look like as if it were kind of like a movie or an animation.
I was going to say it might be similar to that. Very much similar. Okay.
And then you set it up, like write out where the, I guess, story would go or why you would be playing the game. And then you use this program to like make the things move and animate them and make it interactive.
And I would think the more I'm searching for a word here, but the more exciting it looks or attractive it is to the person playing, the more people are going to hear about it and want to play.
Yeah, and that's what intrigues me about making it is that I can use my own drawings and make them move. And
wow. Well, for me, having struggled to draw a straight line, what a talent. I mean, I always thought music and art, those they go hand in hand, but, I could play a little music, and to me that was a God-given talent as well. But to draw, to paint, to look at something and reproduce it just from your mind, what a God-given talent. And, you're a rare breed because everyone can't do that. So I just wish you the best in the future. Looks like you're really going on the right track, and you're in the right place, I would think, huh? L.A. or New York, got to be the hot spots.
John, you're also making a comic book, so tell our listeners about that.
Yeah, it's my master's. The thesis is actually a 60-page comic book that'll be done by May.
And that's what you'll either pass or fail?
No, I mean I'll pass. Yeah, as long as I finish it, that will. Yeah.
Okay, and that will be your thesis.
Yeah.
And will that be open for the public to purchase too?
Yeah, there's a small publisher that's going to print it for me, and I'm going to use it as like a portfolio to send out to companies and stuff.
That's fantastic.